Welcome back to the BBQ Beautiful Podcast, where we talk about all things smoked meat and so much more, including hilarious stories about our farm-to-table lifestyle and our love of the outdoors. I'm your host, Trevor. This week we're talking about turkey drumsticks. Remember, the full video with recipe gets posted to the BBQ Beautiful Podcast group on Facebook. We're growing a community of barbecue and cooking enthusiasts. Be sure to post your pictures and videos, ask questions, and discuss with other members. You can hit subscribe on any of the BBQ Beautiful reels to join, and while you're there, give us a like to grow this community even more. Don't forget to get qualified for the BBQ Brag to Win giveaway contest. Episode 23, let's do this. Okay, today we're talking turkeys and basically how to take a turkey drumstick and make it edible.
Right.
So we have so many of these turkey drumsticks from the 100 we raised, and if you just try to roast a 50-pound turkey drumstick, it's like chewing on a gum boot.
Right.
Leather, they're not edible. We put one in front of the sister-in-law. It was hilarious watching her chew on this thing.
Right.
But so I've been experimenting lately of how to make these, not only edible, but delicious, because we have so many of them, and it would be a shame to just make soup stock out of them.
Yeah.
So smoked and then braised, and you get that succulent, rich, moist, dark turkey meat.
Okay.
Now, to get to this point was kind of funny because the only reason we got turkeys is we typically do chickens, meat birds.
Yeah.
But there was avian bird flu running rampant in the province, and for whatever reason chickens were on like an 8-month wait list, and everybody was trying to stock up on chickens. So of course when I called, sorry, no chickens available till August, well, that wasn't going to work. So I said, well, do you have any turkeys? Oh yeah, we have lots of turkeys. I said, give me 100. So then trying to build an enclosure. Where are we going to put these things? They're 1 day old. They're showing up next Tuesday.
Jeez.
How am I going to tell Melissa that there's going to be 100 new animals on the farm? So the scramble mode kicked in, and ended up having to put them in the garage because it was too cold.
Okay. So we're talking springtime.
It seemed, it was, but still too cold, for 1 day old turkey chicks to go down into the coop. And thought it was a good idea at the time to put them in the garage.
Right.
What a mistake.
Okay.
So by the time you build their enclosure, put 100 turkey chicks in there, food and water, you're thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. They'll sit in here for a couple weeks, and then we'll transport them down to the coop.
Yeah.
The amount of dust and debris and everything flying around that garage, there wasn't one thing in there that wasn't covered with 2 inches of just mess.
Oh, really?
Just solid. And you're just watching this add up and add up and add up and knowing you're going to have to take every single object out of that garage and clean it after they get out of there.
And that's a big garage, by the way. It's triple car shop, kind of. So.
And then the thing you learn real quick about turkeys, which is probably new to most, is so they're cannibals. They eat each other.
Right.
So, of course, these little turkey chicks started attacking each other. And as soon as there's blood, they don't stop.
Right.
And so I sort of have the mindset of this is livestock, and nature's going to take its course, and only the strong survive.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't reciprocated from the wife.
Okay.
So every single time there was blood, she had to go in there, separate it, put it in its own enclosure.
Okay.
New food and water. So pretty soon we're running a veterinary clinic in there, and there's 19 different stations with one bird in it, trying to save it, right? And her thinking was kind of, well, we paid X amount of dollars for these.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose them. Whereas you almost have to factor in a 20% loss with turkeys.
Yeah, I heard it's quite high, isn't it? Yeah.
But she didn't want to do that, so she went on the mission of saving every last turkey chick.
Okay.
So you can imagine the work that added
for
her.
Yeah.
So then it became not fun
Right.
very quickly.
She's got a full-time job, 2
Yeah.
kids, new farm at the time,
Yeah,
and now that. Yeah.
babysitting turkey chicks.
Right.
So we got through that. We got them old enough, it warmed up, and then got them down to the chicken coop.
Mhm.
Well, now they started fighting with the chickens, and then they started attacking each other.
Okay.
So up started coming every injured bird back into their single cell with their own food and their own water.
Jeez. Wow.
So made things stressful for her. Definitely took the fun out of it. And then we got through that set portion of it. Now you got 100 turkeys you got to butcher.
Right.
Okay. And you think, oh, this isn't going to be that bad. We have the big pot of water to put them in and get the feathers out and then cut them up. But the problem is you're thinking you can do 20 a day.
Mhm.
The most we ever got done in one day was 8.
Wow.
Because you got to remember, with 2 little kids running around with attention spans of 25 minutes,
Yep.
and you're trying to butcher these turkeys, and it was we didn't have the butcher shack built then, so we had the big wall tent set up as the butcher station.
Okay.
With all the tables, and we had a turkey plucker in there, and
Oh, wow.
the boiling water and everything. So you'd get one done, bring it up, put it on the table, and then the screaming, crying, and fighting would start in a little tent we had set up for them outside. So one of us would have to go out there and calm that down.
Mhm.
And so again, you're thinking this is going to be fun, and it turns into a lot of work and
Yeah.
a lot of long days and long nights.
So would it taken you weeks to butcher them all?
Oh yeah, I mean, we just got to the point where I was like, we're going to do 4
Okay.
and be done for the day, right? But problem with that is the cleanup.
Right.
So once you start, like, this is not a clean process, right?
Okay.
So it's a shame to only do 4 and then have to go through all that cleanup
Right.
and then go start again
Yeah.
and then do that all over and start again. But for me, we're reaping the rewards now with all of the good meat we have.
Yep.
And the kids love it. And it's delicious.
Yep.
And we have all these wings and drumsticks left. And how do we make these delicious?
Right.
But would we do it again? No.
If you did do it again, would you just do fewer or just not at all?
I think we would just stay away from turkeys altogether. And because as long as we can get chickens are just so much easier and quicker.
Right.
And like pigs are so easy.
Okay.
You feed them a couple times a day and they're pretty self-sufficient down there boogieing around in their enclosure.
Yeah.
But these were a lot of hands-on work and too much for her for sure with the way she wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we did do it again, it would just be, we'd get 3 and name them Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you got a nice fresh turkey for your holidays kind of thing. But
Yeah.
I don't ever see us doing 100 again.
Yeah. I was young when we had turkeys. I was probably 11 or so, but we only had a couple. And the only thing I remember is around their enclosure was raspberry bushes. This is when I lived in Creston.
Right?
And I remember going in there to pick raspberries, and that friggin' turkey would come up behind you and peck you in the ass when you're picking berries, and it hurt. So I used to hate that stupid thing. I don't remember butchering it though. I must not have been around for that for some reason. But yeah, they're not easy, and especially when you have 100 of them. I couldn't imagine that must have just been a ton of work.
And noisy. Like, it's
Yeah.
like they all sync up, and when they gobble,
Right.
it would just be all at the same time, and you can imagine 100, it would just
Right.
echo. So if you'd go outside and like the kids were jumping on the trampoline, every time they screamed, they'd gobble back.
Oh,
So it's
really?
just like this constant.
Wow. Huh.
But honestly, now that they're in the freezer, love having the meat. Like, we turned So for the males, we grew them huge, like they were 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And we had 50 white and 50 bronze Orlop. And then we took the males, so we kept all the females whole
Okay.
and used them for the whole spatchcock turkeys and
Right.
butchered them around, that 16 to 20 pound mark.
Okay.
And then all the males got turned into ground turkey.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
why we're just left with the drumsticks and wings.
Okay.
And then I took all the backbones and all the rest of it to make the turkey stock,
Right.
which is amazing because we ended up with gallons and gallons of homemade turkey stock and then pressure canned it so it's shelf stable
Right.
and can keep it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
But gravies, sauces, braising liquids, like it's so nice to just have and not have to go buy stock.
Yeah. Right.
And we did that with the pigs and the cows, and so we had all this stock. And it's so good for soups and stuff.
For sure. Make life way easier when you're
Yeah.
to do anything. Yeah.
And it's delicious, and there's no preservatives or anything in it, right? It's just
Yeah.
you did it, you know what you fed them, you know what you never added anything to this. It's
Yeah.
just fresh stock.
Right.
And it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was funny the first time because like her parents do a lot of pressure canning and grew up like that. But the first time you pressure can and put it in the cupboard, and then the first time you open it, it's like, is this gonna give me botulism and kill us?
Yeah. Yeah, that would make me nervous too.
But knock on wood, we've eaten hundreds and hundreds of jars of it, and we're still alive, so
Okay.
it must work.
It definitely works. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, you've tasted it, the turkeys a couple times now. I mean, I think for me, it's the way to eat turkey.
Oh, it's delicious. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the only way to do it with those wings. And I just couldn't believe even the wings, like one turkey wing, the amount of meat that comes off of that is just crazy.
But yeah, turkey wings, and that's a good, it's funny when you call some people over and say, hey, it's wing night.
Right.
And then you slap down 20 of those on a huge
Jeez.
platter. Just the looks on their faces because it's about 20 chicken wings in one.
Yeah, it is for sure. Jesus.
So yeah, that's turkey. Go to Facebook and subscribe at BBQ Beautiful.
Yeah, BBQ
and
Beautiful
start
Podcast.
trying some of these recipes.
Yeah, definitely. It's changed my life and opened up a lot of things for me that I wouldn't have cooked otherwise. So having these recipes was key.
Yeah, and we're putting the recipes for not only the protein we're cooking, but also the sauces,
Yeah.
the braising liquids,
Yeah.
and everything in the recipe. And we're trying to make this a barbecue / cooking community, so it doesn't have to be barbecue.
Yeah.
And share your stuff and recipes, and if you got a tip or trick that you've used to turn some of this stuff into delicious meals, we're happy to make it and give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't need a smoker, you can cook it in your oven and
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't have to be barbecue, I guess. It's
No.
just delicious recipe. So
Yeah, I mean you could achieve the same outcome basically whether you're start them in the oven instead of the smoker.
yeah.
And then finish them in a crock pot
Yeah.
or put them in the oven at
Mhm.
275. Or there's all sorts of stuff. What are those pressure cooker
Oh, like the Instapots.
Instapot and
Yeah.
that kind of thing? I mean, I'm sure you could cook these in multiple apparatuses.
Yeah.
Because all you're trying to do is inject time into that cook to really let all those tendons and muscles and fibers break down so it's just completely fall apart tender.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you were surprised with is how much tendons and stuff were in there when
Yeah.
you flick this off the bone, that's how tender it is, and then you're able to just pick all those tendons out, put them aside, and just left with pure meat.
Took like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah.
But just the amount of stuff in there.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I would never let a kid grab one of those and gnaw on it because there's just so many bones and cartilage, like small, thin pieces in there that I never knew were in a turkey leg. So that's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, head to the Facebook and look us up and try the recipes and engage and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Right on. That's Turkey 2025. Okay, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Kyle.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Okay, it's time for our barbecue giveaway that we're calling Barbecue Brag to Win. One lucky listener will win some amazing barbecue merch that'll take your outdoor cooking to a whole new level. Whether you're a backyard beginner or a seasoned pit master, this giveaway is going to be for you. So what's up for grabs? First, a BBQ Beautiful bundle. This includes one BBQ Beautiful base layer, honey heat, brisket rub, and a spicy chimney from our lineup of seasonings and rubs. Next, one t-shirt and hat of your choice from the BBQ Beautiful website, www.barbecuebeautiful.ca. And of course, there's going to be free shipping. How to enter? First, make sure you're subscribed to the BBQ Beautiful Podcast on your favorite podcast platform. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode or an announcement. Next, connect with us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok at BBQ Beautiful. Then share our latest episode on your stories or feed, and don't forget to tag us. Use the hashtag Barbecue Brag to Win. BBQ BRAGTOWIN. This way we can easily find your posts. Finally, drop a comment on our giveaway post telling us about your favorite barbecue recipe, or share your best barbecue tip, pictures, or videos. And here's the kicker. For each additional entry you want to earn, simply engage with us. Like and share the posts, comment on our episodes, or even send us a voice message with your barbecue questions or stories. The more you interact, the more chances you have to win. So get creative and show us your barbecue. Let's talk about the timeline. You have until the 25th of each month to enter. You don't want to miss it, and who knows, it could be you. Why are we putting on this giveaway? Well, we want to express our thanks to each and every one of you who tunes in each week. Your support means the world, and this giveaway is our way of giving back to this amazing barbecue community that we're building together. And we really do want to hear from you. So what topics do you want us to cover in future episodes? Are there any barbecue legends or techniques you want us to dive into? Share your thoughts in the comments when you enter the giveaway. This is all about community, and we want to make sure that we're bringing the content you all love. So to recap, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on social, share our latest episode using hashtag Barbecue Brag to Win, and comment on our giveaway post. It's that easy. Get excited because this is your chance to elevate your barbecue game with some awesome gear. Good luck to everyone out there, and may the best griller win.